Organic alcohol, when it comes to tincture making, like vodka, is a waste of money. It's greenwashing, because we know for a fact that protein-based anything can't evaporate into a liquid. And you're like, wait, what does that have to do with anything? So when you're making distilled liquor, they're putting like their mash or whatever they've made into a distillation chamber. They're getting it hot, and they're making the alcohol vapor come up and down, and then they catch the alcohol on the other side when they cool it down. So it's only things that are able to vaporize can come out the other end, and proteins can't vaporize because they're not liquid. So we know that there is no herbicide or pesticide or residue coming out the other end. Right. Now, I would say this is for clear alcohols, because you get into like brandy and things like that, whatever they're infusing it with next to catch the color, you know, if that's not organic, it could be a problem. But when it comes to tincture making, there is absolutely no reason to buy top shelf in glass organic. And that's the next thing. Glass is a scam too. Now, if you want to buy glass because you want to reduce your plastic purchasing, that's fine, but you need to know that they are storing this alcohol in huge IBC plastic tote containers before they put it in glass to sell to you. So you haven't avoided it being stored in plastic. You're just buying a glass-facing product, right? And so unless you want the glass bottle for something or just don't want to buy plastic, there's no reason to. And the plastic they use for alcohol is pretty serious stuff, so it's not leaching anything into there, right? You can debate with me if you want to, but ultimately I would save my money to buy organic foods and things like that, because you're using tinctures in such a small amount. You're taking drops of this, you're not drinking this on a consistent basis. I would be more concerned about what is going in me on volume, like food and stuff, or the quality of my water, or whatever, maybe even what I'm wearing. I'd be more concerned about that being non-toxic than the tiny amount of drops of alcohol potentially not being organic. Organic with asterisks, because there's no difference. So organic really does matter for some things, but also look into greenwashing, because it's a huge thing. There is no reason to buy organic unless you genuinely want to, and you have the excess funds to pay for that top shelf bottle. You can buy the cheapest vodka you can find. 80 proof or 100 proof will work fine. One has a little bit more alcohol, 50%. One only has 40% alcohol. They both work just fine, and you don't need to feel bad about not being able to afford the top shelf, because the cheapest vodka will do. And it's more important that you are out there and you are making these herbal remedies than making sure that every single thing is perfect facing organic, you know. So you're smart enough to figure it out.